modern world is loud. It runs on speed, competition, and the constant need to prove ourselves. Everything is about more productivity, more success, more efficiency. But deep beneath the noise, humanity is starving for something it can't measure in numbers. We are hungry for warmth, for compassion, for the quiet, healing power that doesn't shout, but soothes. We are longing for the true essence of feminine energy, not the imitation that's plastered on social media, not the shallow surface-level charm, but the authentic force that nurtures life itself. And without it, our world is slowly losing its balance. For centuries, masculine and feminine energies have worked together like the two wings of a bird. The masculine is action, structure, and direction. The feminine is intuition, receptivity, and care. But today, the scales are tilted. Masculine energy dominates nearly every space, not just in men, but in women too. It's a world that celebrates the hustle and undervalues the heart. The rise of technology and the pressure to keep up in a fast-moving economy have made feminine qualities seem weak or unproductive. As a result, many women are afraid to fully embrace them, choosing instead to put on a mask, a performance of femininity rather than the real thing. The sad truth is that much of what we see labeled as feminine today is not feminine at all. It is an act, a curated image, polished for Instagram likes or TikTok trends. Many women wear the outfit, speak in a soft tone, maybe post pictures with flowers and candles, but inside they are just as exhausted, guarded, and disconnected as the rest of society. They might know how to look feminine, but they have forgotten how to feel feminine. The essence of feminine energy is not in appearance, it's in presence. It's in the way one listens without judgment, the way one comforts without needing to control, the way one radiates calm even in chaos. And this is exactly what is missing. The world without true feminine energy is like a garden without water. Yes, you can build more structures, plant more seeds, and bring more sunlight. But without that nourishing flow, everything becomes dry and brittle. People are burning out, relationships are breaking down, and society is suffering from a silent emotional drought. Children grow up without enough emotional guidance. Men are pressured to constantly perform without safe spaces to open up. Even women themselves are trapped in cycles of proving their worth instead of resting in their natural value. And this has consequences, not only in personal lives, but in the way nations operate. A society that lacks authentic feminine energy becomes more aggressive, more divided, and more fragile in spirit. Part of the reason many women fake feminine energy is because they have been taught that to survive, they must hide vulnerability and always stay in control. From a young age, they are told that the world will not protect them, so they must protect themselves. And they are right to be cautious. But in building this armor, many have unknowingly locked away their softness, their ability to surrender to trust, and their openness to deep emotional connection. Over time, this guardedness feels normal. The mask becomes the face. And when this happens on a large scale, humanity loses touch with one of its greatest healing forces. The answer is not to tell women to simply be softer or to romanticize old-fashioned roles. True feminine energy is not about submission, nor is it about weakness. It is about power expressed through peace. It is about having the inner strength to remain open-hearted in a world that constantly tries to harden you. It is about choosing compassion when anger would be easier, about nurturing growth where destruction seems more tempting. And this is something the world desperately needs right now, not just from women, but from everyone. The path to restoring feminine energy begins with self-connection. Women must first be allowed to slow down long enough to feel themselves again. This means creating space for rest without guilt, for self-care without shame, and for deep conversations that go beyond surface-level chatter. It means reconnecting with nature, which is the purest expression of feminine energy we can witness. The way a river flows without force, the way a tree grows without rushing, the way the seasons change in their perfect rhythm. By aligning with this natural wisdom, feminine energy begins to bloom again. Next comes authenticity. Women must be encouraged to drop the performance and embrace their real emotional state, whether it's joy, sadness, fear, or love. True feminine energy thrives in truth, not in pretending. This also means society must stop rewarding only the pretty version of femininity and start honoring the raw, messy, and deeply human side of it. The mother who comforts her child in the middle of the night, the friend who listens without trying to fix, the partner who makes space for emotional safety. These are the quiet heroes who hold the fabric of life together. We also need to balance the relationship between masculine and feminine energies in the world. This does not mean erasing masculine traits. They are essential, but without their counterpart, they become harsh and ungrounded. Imagine a river without banks. It floods and destroys. Imagine banks without a river. They are dry and empty. The masculine provides structure, the feminine gives life. When both are respected, harmony is possible. Healing the feminine energy on a global scale also requires men to play a role. Too often, men are taught to fear feminine qualities in themselves, labeling them as weakness. But a man who can honor his own empathy, intuition, and gentleness is not weak. He is whole. When men learn to appreciate and protect the feminine in women and in themselves, they help create an environment where authenticity can thrive. If we can collectively reclaim feminine energy, the changes would be profound. Our homes would feel warmer, our relationships would feel safer, our workplaces would have more cooperation and less cutthroat competition. Our politics would prioritize human well-being over endless power struggles. And on an individual level, people would feel less alone, less pressured, and more in tune with the rhythm of life. The truth is, the feminine energy the world needs to heal has never truly disappeared. It has only been hidden beneath layers of fear, survival, and performance. Like a seed under the soil, it waits for the right conditions to grow. And those conditions begin with a choice. The choice to value compassion as much as ambition, to honor softness as much as strength, to recognize that the most powerful force in the universe is not control, but care. We are living in a time of great change, where technology connects us, but hearts remain disconnected. If we want a world that not only survives, but thrives, we must water the garden again. We must invite the feminine back into our daily lives, in the way we speak to each other, in the way we listen, in the way we choose patience over rushing, kindness over judgment, and love over fear. The future will not be healed by speed, force, or endless hustle. It will be healed by the gentle yet unstoppable flow of true feminine energy. The kind that nourishes without asking for anything in return, the kind that makes life worth living. And when we finally allow it to rise, not as an image, but as a living force, we will remember what it feels like to be whole again. My book, The Art of Not Forcing, will take you even further. It's not another hustle harder guide. It's a blueprint for realignment. You'll learn how to let go of the endless chase, stop fighting against yourself, and finally move with life instead of against it. This is about finding fulfillment, peace, and purpose without burning out or selling your soul. If you've ever felt that emptiness inside, this book is your compass back to wholeness. Don't just keep surviving, start living. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. If you made it until here, leave a crown emoji in the comments. I want to see how many of you reached the end and finished what you started. And remember, live with honor or die a coward. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay strong.